Hi, so my name is Terry. I am 36 years old and I'm the animal manager at Monkey Haven.
Hi, my name's Carrie Ann, I'm 21 and I'm a senior animal keeper and social media person.
Hi, I'm Lizzie and I am an educational speaker and keeper here at the Monkey Haven and I am 22 years old.
Hi, I'm Lily May, I'm 21 years old. I'm an animal keeper / educational speaker here at Monkey Haven.
Hi, my name's Charlotte, I'm 22 and I'm an animal keeper / educational presenter here at Monkey Haven.
Hello, my name is Paige, I'm 18 years old and I'm an animal keeper / shop assistant here at the Monkey Haven.
So I arrived at the park when they first started building to see if they had any jobs going, but they didn't because they weren't employing at the time. They only had 2 monkeys at the park, so I ended up volunteering, and that was 10 years ago.
I went to the Isle of Wight College to do animal care and we had to do work experience and I came here and they offered me a job about a year later.
Well, I did animal management at the college and a part of the course was to do 300 hours volunteer work, which I came down to the Haven to do. And I was really lucky at the time. They really wanted someone with a big mouth to talk a lot and, well, I just kind of fit straight in.
I've always wanted to work with animals from a young age, so I decided to do Animal Management Level 3 at the Isle of Wight College, and as a part of my course I had to do work experience, so I dropped by the Haven and asked for a volunteering placement. I volunteered for about a year here and then they offered me a full-time job as an educational speaker / animal keeper, so then they started to train me up how to do talks with the public and school visits.
So I started off doing level 2 animal care while I was at school doing my GCSEs. Once I finished school, I went to college again, did the next level up, and then while I was doing that I volunteered at a few different places to see what kind of job I wanted within the animal industry. Once I finished at college, I started volunteering at CV Wildlife Encounter. A few months in, they gave me a job. Unfortunately, that ended up closing down and I ended up going out to South Africa for a couple of months to volunteer at Sandcob, which is a penguin and seabird rescue and rehabilitation centre. Once I came home I started volunteering at Monkey Haven and then these guys gave me a job and loved it ever since.
I started volunteering with the animals in 2014 and at the beginning of 2016 I got offered a job.
My absolute favourite part of the job is definitely interacting and speaking with our visitors. Absolutely love the education side of it and to be able to answer everyone's questions is definitely the favourite bit.
So my favourite part about this job is obviously I love that we're working with a rescue centre, rescuing all the mistreated primates in the past. Apart from that, I love the medication side of things. The really amazing part that I really loved was one day one of our Viper macaques, Yoda, had to have some routine dental work and we actually got to stand in and watch that happen, which was fantastic.
Favourite bit about the job? I actually really like the cleaning. That's my favourite bit, and the dirtier, the smellier, the better.
My favourite part of the job is emptying the monkeys' feces buckets. Great fun!
My favourite part of the job is playing with a guard dog, Alfie.
Alfie, come here, come here. My favourite part of the job is driving the buggy. Woo!
The worst part about this job is listening to all the bad background stories that all of the primates come with, whereas over time when they slowly progress is a rewarding feeling.
The worst bit about the job is probably when you lose the animals and working with Paige.
The worst bit? Well, we are a sanctuary and we end up taking old and disabled primates, and obviously that comes with a lot of health problems, and the worst part is when they die. It's just one of those circle of life things, but no matter how much you prepare for it or how long you've been doing it, it is still quite heartbreaking, and that's got to be the worst bit.
The Absolute worst part of the job would have to be when we first find out about the animals and the situations that they are found in like the illegal pet trade. It really does tug on your heart a bit. Oh, and when Lily Mae steals my jokes.
What?
So the worst bit about the job, I still find it quite funny, so it's not actually the worst bit, but we have a kookaburra called Cookie, and for some reason he hates me. Every time I go in the enclosure, he decides to try and kill me, like they would naturally kill their food by whacking it against something. Obviously I'm a bit too big for him to be able to whack me against something, so instead he grabs hold of my hood and just starts moving around. And he literally won't stop, so I end up having to phone one of the keepers for help so that they can come and rescue me.
My worst part of the job would be when animals here pass away, because you do develop a really strong bond with the animals, and also the smell. The smell is very potent, it is horrendous, and at the end of the day when I get home, my family can't stand the smell of my uniform, and my partner normally sprays me with Febreze as soon as I walk through the front door, because you do get very stinky working here at the Monkey Haven.
My favourite animal is hard to pick, but I would have to say catch the Eurasian eagle owl.
Favourite animal? I think it's quite impossible to choose one particular favourite when you're working with a variety of different animals, because each one has their own personality. Obviously I have favourites, but the list will literally go on and on and on. I love Ketch, our Eurasian eagle owl. He is absolutely beautiful and really interesting to talk to when he starts hooting at you. And Pepper, our grivet monkey, she's the old lady in the group, and even though she's the lowest in command and she is quite quiet, when she wants something she is a right madam, and she has to get her own way basically, and I think I love that about her.
My favourite group would be the Siamang and Muller Gibbons, and the two particular favourites in that group would be Bog and Zabu, the two males.
Primate here at the Haven is probably Bono. She's 31 years old, she is the second oldest primate here, and she's in with Bog, Cajun and Zabu, and they're Muller Gibbon and Siamang Gibbons.
My favourite animal at Monkey Haven is Kingbo or Tawny Owl.
Oh, you can't ask me my favourite. I don't think I have one. I have lots. I love the Siamangs, the grivets, the capuchins, loads of the owls, Ketch, Bo, Caesar, Rosie, all of them I think.
Favourite moment has probably been when we were raising money to get our grivet monkeys to the Haven, and I did a 15,000 foot skydive.
Best moment. There's so many good moments. The whole rescue side of the Haven is amazing, and every time we can rescue another primate or another owl, they're all great moments. There's lots of them.
My best moment here at Monkey Haven would be the day I got offered the job after volunteering for a year, because I then realised that I was going to have my dream job for the rest of my life, and it is literally the best job in the
The
world.
best moment for me here at the Haven is when I did my first external owl talk with Kingbo the Tawny Owl, and I did that in front of some very kind rainbow people who listened very
I
well.
don't think I could pick out a particular best moment because the job is so amazing. Everything about it is like the best, so I guess there's no one in particular thing.
When you met me!
Oh, of course.
No, it was when she started working with me.
It's me.
It's me.
Yeah.
No, it's
Me!
The worst moment is probably when one of our leaf eaters died a few years ago. She was a very old lady and she took very ill and she died in my arms, and it was probably the worst time at the Haven just then.
My worst moment? I don't really have one, to be honest.
You haven't been here long enough!
The worst moment for me here was when my favourite Barbary macaque, Anu, passed away in the early 2016. That was a very hard time for me.
My worst and probably most embarrassing moment was when I took Bo, our tawny owl, out for his daily talk, and he pooed all the way down my face, which was quite embarrassing in front of members of the public. And the second time, which was pretty gross, I tripped up a step and I was carrying the box of defrosted chicks, which we feed the birds of prey with, and I fell face first into the box, which was pretty gruesome. So that was pretty bad.
My worst moment was probably during monkey talk, and Jebra peed on my head while I was talking. Wasn't nice.
It's probably my days off because I'm not with the animals and I need to be with the animals.
Any pets? Does my husband count?
I have 13 rabbits, 5 budgies, and also in our house we have 2 dogs, about 18 guinea pigs, 2 canaries and loads of fish. Is that it?
I have a terrapin called Squirtle, a snake called Simba, and a cat called Totoro.
Yes, of course I have pets. I have 2 dogs, which are my whole world outside of work, and I have a tortoise and 3 snakes.
Okay, so I have 4 pets at home. I have a rescued waxy monkey frog called Palumbo. He's really sweet. And then I've got 2 corn snakes, one called Jerry and one called Indiana. And then lastly, I have a gecko called Mango.
I have 1 dog called Toby, and I have 23 finches.
So outside of work, most of my time is took up walking my dogs. I love walking them guys. We walk for miles every day. That's about it, really.
On my days off, I usually spend that walking the dog and eating lots of food.
I usually spend all my time with my rabbits, either shopping for them or just smushing them. I go on dog walks with Paige, and I usually go and see Scout for Girls quite a lot.
Okay, so when I get home from work, I'm going to be completely honest, I will normally binge watch my favourite TV series on Netflix, whether it's Walking Dead, Pretty Little Liars, any series like that, I will watch when I get home, and also spend a lot of time with my reptiles at
Outside
home.
of work, when it's summer and really nice weather, I like to go down the beach and love snorkeling. I used to do a bit of scuba diving as well. And I'm also part of British Divers Marine Life Rescue, so if there's a seal or a dolphin stranded around the island, get a call and get to go out and help it. Apart from that, I'm a bit obsessed with Harry Potter, so whenever I'm doing housework, I just have Harry Potter films just on in the background.
Outside of work, I don't really do much, to be honest. I go to the gym and then go home and eat my weight in food. But I do also do the night shift at Tesco's.
What do I see myself doing in 10 years? I'd love a lot more experience, not only with primates here, but with a variety of animals. And I'd love to go abroad again, even though I've already done some volunteer work with Sandcob, the penguin place. I'd love to go travel around the world and volunteer at a lot of other animal sanctuaries as well. That would be absolutely fantastic, and obviously do a bit more educating, which is absolutely lovely.
In 10 years' time, I'm not really too sure, to be honest. This is the job that I've always wanted, so I'd be quite happy to just stay here, but you never know. Hopefully though, in 10 years' time, I won't be doing the night shift at Tesco's.
Probably sat right here still.
Time I wish to have travelled, learnt a lot more, and slowly started to open my own animal sanctuary.
I would like to gain a lot of experience in 10 years, hopefully at other animal sanctuaries, and I would like to possibly work on reserves in Africa with orphaned rhinos, and I will always come back to the Haven, so I will most likely still be here because I absolutely love my job here.
I still see myself at the Haven. They won't be able to get rid of me.
Well, if I had one wish, it would probably be to stop animal hunting, poaching and animal cruelty.
If I had one wish, it would probably to be able to build a massive rabbit mansion.
Okay, so my one wish would be to stop animal cruelty altogether, And another wish of mine would be to have a lifetime supply of Ben and Jerry's. I'm not going to lie.
I would wish for all of animal cruelty around the world to be stopped.
Lifetime supply of pizza would be pretty good.
One wish. Do we only get one wish? It's just, okay. I want to be a mermaid.
Elephants.
I would definitely love to work with great white sharks.
It's always been my dream to eventually work with rhinos and also big cats eventually as well. But if I could work with a more diverse range of primates, I would love to. So working with apes, things like gorillas and orangutans and possibly chimpanzees.
Well, any other animal, not including rabbits, it would probably be tigers, penguins or pandas.
I think if I couldn't work with primates, I'd probably want to do conservation with maybe sea turtles or whales.
Work with any animal in the world, it would be penguins, but I've already done that. And a bit cliche, but I've always wanted to work with dolphins and seals, so that'd be pretty cool.
Oh god, I only have one thing that I can kind of do. It doesn't always go right. So juggling, let's give it a go.
Okay, so people here at the Haven say that my Chewbacca impression is really good. I'm not 100% convinced, I don't think I sound like him, but I'll give it a go, so that's my talent.
Talent will probably be laughing, because I get told I laugh a lot, and then when I laugh I cry. So my talent could be I produce a lot of water from my eyes.
For my special talent, I need my backup dancers. Ready? And lock it, polka dot it, country fire it, hip hop it, with your hawk in the sky, move side to side, jump to the left, stick it flies. Oh, that's it.
Spiders, can't stand the things.
I used to be terrified of cockroaches. That was the only thing I couldn't deal with at all until I was forced to work with them. And part of that working with them meant that I had to hold a cockroach and encourage people to get over their fears by handling a cockroach. I couldn't really do that if I was terrified of them, so I eventually had to just get over that, and now I can easily put my hand into a tank of cockroaches and let them all run up my hand, and it doesn't bother me at all. Apart from that, I hate touching peaches. The fuzz, it's horrible.
To be honest, I'm not scared of anything. I'm pretty brave. I have no fear. Oh my god, it's caterpillar!
My fear would probably be not seeing my rabbits for a whole day and not eating.
I have had a fear of spiders since I was about 3 years old, and it doesn't matter how much I try, I can't seem to get over it. So yeah, I don't do spiders.
One of my biggest fears is clowns. Cannot stand them. I'm even scared of Ronald McDonald. Weirdest thing I get asked is by children when I'm doing my daily talks. They always ask me, do they poo and what's their poo like? So that's quite a common question I get asked.
So our lemurs make a lot of noise throughout the day, and it's quite a loud shout, and people often run to their cage and say to me, oh my god, are they fighting? So I hear it every single day. The lemurs, they don't fight, they just make a lot of noise.
The most common thing a member of the public says is probably when you're walking somewhere, even with a black bin bag, they say, oh look, it's feeding time.
So the most common thing that members of the public have said to me, and any keeper will probably know this, is when you're in an enclosure and they come along and say, oh, that's a funny looking animal. Oh, never heard that before.
The weirdest comment I get, and actually I've had it from a few men now, is when I'm doing the owl talk They like to say, "What a beautiful bird," and the owl isn't bad either.
When I have days in the shop, the most common thing said is, "Can I return this monkey please?" referring to their children. It gets a bit old.
Thank you very much. If I could work with... I'm not sorry. I've got really itchy eyes.
Oh, sorry, you just started, haven't you? Oh, sorry.
Part about the job is playing with a guard dog, Alfie.
My favourite animal at the Monkey Haven is Kingbo. Antonio.
The best moment for me hit.
My favourite part of the job is driving the buggy. Go! Oh, just put it in that. Oh.
He's sitting on me.
How do I see myself in 10 years? I've lost it.
My favourite part of the job is the pool.
That's really it.
What's the question?
Hi, I'm